Welcome to The Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. I don't even really know what to say. If y'all have been paying attention to social media, maybe some of you haven't been on social media. I don't even know. My mind is everywhere with this thing, and I'm really not going to make this too long, but I'm going to say some things, and I'm going to make my commentary because a few people have asked me what I thought about what was happening. So, in the last, honestly, maybe week, there has been a young lady on TikTok who has gone absolutely viral with her videos. She has basically been giving us the rundown on her past relationship, which was a married relationship, and all of the ups and downs of the fraudulent activity from her ex-husband, allegedly. I say allegedly because we have to go on what she's saying, but yet we have not had any court situations or these type of things. So, allegedly will be the word of the day. When I tell you, I have never heard such crazy, I don't even know. Okay. The woman's name is ReesaTeesa's, right? Reesa something. Just look for ReesaTeesa's, however you spell it, on TikTok, and there are 50 parts to this video of her breaking down detail by detail of what she went through with her ex-husband. From meeting him in March of 2020 to divorcing him before 2020 was over. And how he lied about family members that passed away, how he lied about what type of money he had in the bank, how he lied about just pretty much every single thing. Nothing that he said was true, allegedly. It really speaks to, and I'm going to go in this direction too, because I think that this is it just makes sense. And, I'm a rip off the Band-Aid type of gal, but let me just tell you this. Ladies, and this goes for men as well, but especially ladies, because I find that women kind of fall into this category more often. Ladies, do not be so desperate to have a man. Okay? Do not be so desperate to be in a relationship that you will put up with foolishness. Okay? If you have the solid evidence that this person is treating you badly, whether it's outside baby, whether it is you're soliciting people online, whether it is they are lying, forging documents, whatever it is, and you have the proof to back it up without a shadow of a doubt, have your proof, gather your facts, and have your proof. And then you must say something. If you feel like the person is dangerous or you feel like they may hurt you, and that's another thing too I'm going to touch on in this situation. If you feel like this person is going to be dangerous, whatever, get your ducks in a row to get the heck up out of there. Because when I tell you, it is not going to go well. The end is not going to be positive. And I understand you may be listening to this and your significant other is abusive and all the things. Listen, Google the hotlines out there, domestic violence, all the things. You have to find a way. And if you have children, even more so, for you to dig, find a way, walk into an emergency room at a hospital, at a police station, somewhere, and say, I need the help. And keep asking and keep asking and keep asking until you get it. Because when I tell you, this lady went through hell and back. There was ex-wives she didn't know about. There was fake banking records, all kinds of stuff. I am not telling people not to date online. I have done dozens and dozens and dozens of weddings. Y'all know in my previous business, that was a major bulk of my business was doing weddings. And I would say a good 70, maybe 80% of these folks met from online. I am not knocking that. If you can find love that way, Godspeed. But there are a lot of those relationships that the majority of them were cool. They made it and they're beautifully married for many years and now have children and all the things. Wonderful. But there is a good percentage of those that are no longer together, no longer even dealing with each other, no longer even, they don't even act like they know each other because they got online and did not really divulge who they truly were, because it's so easy to hide online. For those people that are meeting folks online and you're hooking up online and you think like these people are giving you who they are, and you think, oh, I done met this guy, oh, he's so cute, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, you better do your homework. You better do your homework. Because 9 times out of 10, people online, they are not going to tell you everything. They're just going to tell you what it is that you want to hear. And I had a brother, a good friend of mine, tell me this several years ago. He said to me, he's like, I know I'm breaking bro code right now. Okay? He said, I know I'm breaking bro code, but I will tell you, never tell a dude all your secrets. If he says to you, so, what's the body count? So, have you ever done this? So, have you ever... He said, don't fall for it. He wants to learn as much as possible about you so he can use it to his advantage. When I tell you, it blew my mind. And I know people are going to say, oh, my man, I tell him everything. I talk to him. I tell him everything. Girl, don't do it. I don't care who agrees with me or who disagrees with me on this. I don't care. This is my podcast. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Don't do it. And this is from experience, as well as other conversations with many people in this space, therapists included. You guys know I'm still getting past the flu, So if my voice is a little scratchy or whatever, just bear with me. But I had to get this out. Here is what the young lady said. She said she knows that people are going to look at her sideways. She knows that the story is not going to make her look good. But she's telling it anyway because she said if it can help someone out there, other women who you think you got this great man, and I'm not saying that you don't. Many of my friends have married wonderful guys. They really have. But everybody has baggage. Everybody has issues. People are carrying trauma. And when you get married, you are inheriting a lot of that. And if you are not prepared to navigate their unhealed trauma, their childhood wounds, you will literally be cutting and bleeding on each other in your relationship. Trust me when I tell you, it will happen. She's cute. She got a big butt and a smile. Wonderful. But she is drama. And sometimes people thrive off of drama. They love posting everything that they're doing every 5 seconds because they love and feed off the attention and the drama. We have to unlearn these toxic behaviors. We have to. I am not speaking from a place of what I've observed. I am speaking from a place of what I have experienced. We have to stop this toxic behavior. I know that people want to post, my man, my man, my man. Wonderful. But your man comes with drama. Your man has some unresolved things from childhood that he will probably never tell you. But what happens is that all of those things we carry from childhood, it manifests into our adulthood. So your spouse may not tell you that they went through a horrific situation as a child, but they bottle that up. Some may not even remember because they have buried it so far down in their psyche, but somehow it starts to leak and it turns into something else. It manifests into your relationships. This goes for friendships as well. So not just romantic relationships, but platonic friendships, sibling relationships. I've seen sibling relationships where one sibling was going through abuse and the rest had no clue. And they carried that into adulthood. And then it all came seeping out to the shock and chagrin of everybody. Like, what? It happens. So I'm going to say this. If you want to really hear 50 parts of a story that is absolutely intriguing, it is well documented. This young lady, Reesa, it is well documented. The story is well told, just in the most layman's of terms. She doesn't make it overly dramatic. She just tells you, this is what I went through. She literally said, I thought it was my turn. You know, Women tend to say that a lot. When is it going to be my turn? My turn to find that amazing guy, the amazing relationship, all the things. When is it going to be my turn? And I know. I'm telling you this from experience. Going through the ups and downs, the breakups, the makeups, the this, the that, the marriage, all of it, the aftermath. Been there, done that, I'm telling you. None of that is going to work. None of that is going to come to this beautiful whatever until you pick apart and deal with what is happening with yourself. You can be married, you can be in that wonderful relationship and like, oh, this is great, I finally have what I want, I'm doing all the things. And still there's a piece of you that is not happy, not satisfied. And you're trying to have the other person, your significant other, whatever, fulfill that. Even in friendships, you expect your friends to fulfill certain things in your life. No. If you can't find happiness with yourself, if you cannot find fulfillment within yourself, no friendship you have, no relationship you have, no whatever is ever going to be enough. You have to be enough for you. So, I implore you, quite frankly, listen to this girl on TikTok. ReesaTeesa's is the name. I think it's ReesaTeesa, I believe. But if you just type in ReesaTeesa, you will find her account. And she gives you the blow by blow. How they began, how they moved in to living with one another after about 2-3 weeks, which is so wild to me. You don't even know this person. But sometimes people will present this amazing picture of what you think you want. They say all the right things. They do all the right things. They're exactly what I'm looking for. Until you really start to get to know them, it's like, whoa, this is not what I thought. And it happens to the best of us. So, yes, I have watched all of the 50 parts. I am stunned. I think this should be a movie, quite frankly. It's really something, but what it does too is it opens up a conversation and I have to speak specifically to women because this, I think, is our story more than we want to admit. That we would rather be with anybody than be by ourselves to really figure out what it is that we want. We will keep running into people and the type of folks that we keep wanting to save. You cannot save anybody that don't want to be saved. Choose yourself. Stop waiting to be chose. Choose yourself. Choose yourself. Get yourself to a healthy place. Mentally, physically, all the things. So you can attract the right person. You can attract the right friendships and energy. Because that's really what it comes down to. Because desperation or the fear of being lonely, that's a big one. That could be a whole other podcast. The fear of being alone will have you compromising yourself left and right. So, again, if you're not a social media person, you might want to be for the next couple of days and find this girl's story. ReesaTeesa's, girl, all the shouts out to you for recognizing and finally getting yourself out of this situation. And there are so many other Reesas out there who need to see this so that they don't fall victim. So that's all I got for you guys. That was my commentary. But it is worth finding these videos and watching them. And you may learn something about yourself as well. All right? That's all I got, you guys. My voice is really starting to go now, but I know a lot of people have asked. I am getting better. The flu took me down for a minute, and I'm still recovering, but you know, I have been kind of sitting back quiet, watching just what's been going on in the world, and I still have some more things that I want to comment on, but this was kind of a current event that happened in the last week, and several people asked me to give my opinion on it. So again, all of this is allegedly. I definitely pray for Reesa for sure, and any other woman or guy who is dealing with loneliness or dealing with, wanting to find that great relationship, marriage and children and all that sort of stuff. Everything in God's timing. That's what I can honestly say. And it may not seem like it's coming, but trust me. Trust God. Don't trust me. I'm just a human being. Trust God that God has a plan for your life. Even if it is not in the timing for which you think is correct. Trust God's timing. Trust your instincts and the things that are right in front of you. That's all I got, you guys. I'm going to head on out, as they say. Hopefully this flu, cold, whatever, will clear up some more by the next time we speak. But if you want to connect with me at Onyx Queen Media on all socials, Instagram is the #1 spot. Bye, you guys.